Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jamar84 here again, and we're back for episode 2 of the Washington Post. Now, today's leading topic is, of course, going to be Miss Beyonce Knowles and her new buzz single, first single, I hope it's not a first single, snippet, whatever it is that you want to call it, called Bow Down / I've Been On. Bow down, bitches. Now, when I first saw the title itself, I'm just like, okay, this is panning towards the little ratchet direction that she's been trying to push on us, that she's trying to take. So I'm like, okay, that's gonna be, I got the kind of perception of what it is from the title. Let me press play. This club urban ratchet beat comes on, and then she starts singing. Basically saying, all I know since you were little girls who dreamt of being in my world, and I took some time off to live my life. I'm not just Jay-Z's wife. Bow down, bitches. That's the sense of what the first half was about. The second half was opera singing, and I don't know if that's Beyonce's voice or not, that they tuned or auto-tuned to make lower, but just been saying, I've been on, etc., etc., etc. Now, how I feel about the actual song itself. It raises an eyebrow, okay? It does raise an eyebrow. Now, before I continue talking, I was gonna let you guys know, because y'all know when anybody talks about Miss Beyonce, the Beehive comes, and I was gonna let the Hive know that a bitch came prepared. But this is totally not what I was expecting or even thought she would ever take route to. But what she did say in her Life is But a Dream documentary is what I was thinking. I'm like, to be somebody of commercial success or an A or class A, what is not class A, but A-list artist. That's what it is. A-list artist. That's what I was trying to remember. When you're A-list artists like Beyonce, Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, anybody of that, caliber, when you have commercial success like that, you want to know, like, okay, what can I do to follow this up? What can I do to keep this going? Or, to stay current? And I'm like, shit, that is a task if you think about it, because you don't want to be the one to fall off, really. That's really what it is. You don't want to be one to fall off, and you want to give your fans, what it is that they want so that they continue to, support your music. So I feel like she's taking this urban-esque route. She was pop-ish back in 2008 when she first started, really getting into the pop sound. And she went back to the direction of R&B with Four, and here we are now, where she's on the bandwagon of ratchet music. And I never thought I would hear Beyonce make a ratchet song, but she's letting these bitches, whoever these bitches are. Some people was like, this is a fucking a voicemail that she left on Carrie Hilson's answering machine. I'm like, y'all shady. Carrie Hilson, I'll speak of her, because she just had that outbreak on Twitter last week about this whole, basically, she didn't say it, but she said it, about the whole situation that they had with the Turn Me On remix. Y'all leave that girl alone. Y'all leave that girl. Carrie, do you need one of these? I carry these around with me whenever I talk about Beyonce, because they coming. They coming. If this is actually the direction that she's going to take, I don't know if you guys saw like a picture floating around that was supposed to be, I guess, tracks from what might be on her album. And first of all, there was a lot of features that are strange. There's one reason why people don't think it's true. And secondly, there's a collaboration on there with, with Rihanna. Something about dance. Something about dance in the title. But people was like, oh, that's fake. They'll probably never really, actually come together. But if this is any inclination of what kind of sound we're expecting from the rest of the album, that may not be such a false rumor, because y'all know Riri gets down with the get down when it comes to being ratchet. and if Beyonce is gonna jump right in that arena with her, hell, why not? That shit would go #1 no matter whose album it is. So Beyonce, if this is the new image that you're trying to put forth, because you're kind of scrapping what we've known about you before, because we've seen Beyonce's been known to be the classy, female empowerment type figure. That's been her image pretty much thus far, almost since the beginning of her career. And now she's gonna take on this, I guess it's a cocky, abrasive figure Well, it's trying something new. I wouldn't suggest it, just because it's not a good look to, be that, be that type of person. But hey, make your money whichever way you make your money. I'm interested. If that was your whole point is to get me interested, bitch, I'm interested. Which is gonna lead me into the next topic about Keyshia with a cold trying to throw more shade. I thought if it wasn't enough for Michelle to pay you dust and Kelly Rowland to just read you for filth with the classiest of shade, I'm still not over that. And now you're coming for Beyonce. Like, is this the Trinity? Keisha Cole, you know what? Let me quote her real quick so I don't be wrong. Keisha says, and I quote, "First, women need to stick together. Now, bitches better bow." Shaking my head. It's all G. Chicks stay shooting the shit, but when I speak my mind, it's a problem. Pound, well, stay mad. She has a point in some sense to where this is a bit of a switch to what Beyonce's told us about before, and that when she says something, it's gonna be morally, I guess, more accepted than if Keisha says something. But what Keisha has to understand is that it's never gonna be a good look for two people who are in the same lane to talk about each other. Like I believe Kevin from the Scorpion Show said it. Like if you're a YouTuber spreading gossip about another YouTuber, it makes you look bad. And same thing for singers. If you're both in the same arena, for you to just publicly, try to disrespect somebody, it's gonna make you look bad. And Keisha, apparently Keisha doesn't give a fuck because Keisha's just throwing all types of shade and she doesn't care who it hits. I thought her and Azealia Banks would make great butt buddies because Azealia is just, I don't know what Azalea's motive is. At least Keisha has some form of success. What's your excuse, girl? But Keisha, I would suggest you're starting to need some of that Chris Brown media training. You just need to delete your account before you create any more mess and just cause yourself any more problems. I would just stop. If I were you, I would just stop. The last topic I want to discuss is it's kind of like an entertainment topic, but it's more so leading into like a message that I wanted to give out, and it's about Chris Brown and Rihanna reuniting their relationship. We all know that they've rekindled their relationship. They've had no inhibitions about hiding it. I believe Chris was the one that made it official on the interview, saying that we're back together and that she's the most beautiful person in the world. But what I wanted to say about it was, people are, as including myself at many points, criticizing, Rihanna, saying, how could you, initially take this person back, for what he did, this, that, and the fourth. But uh, when I thought about it, like if you take yourself, like take out, the take her out of the beating aspect, like just look at it as you were with this person and they did, and you were in love with this person. You had that attachment, that emotional attachment to where you couldn't. This is one of the people you couldn't stay mad at, where you were so deeply in love that almost anything that they did, even though you were pissed, even though you were pissed at them, you couldn't really bring yourself to just eliminate the person from your life cold turkey. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm kind of in a way understanding how she may have taken him back, only because I'm sure we've all been in a position to where we may have been in a relationship, and even though we know that this person did XYZ element of P to us, we just we were just so attached to them that the heart and mind just don't agree. We can have our mind clearly having the common sense and the logical portion saying, bitch, leave this dude alone or leave this girl alone. But, of course, this little muscle right here, this little vulnerable motherfucker right here is going to always give you, well, maybe he can do this, or, oh, we spent this much time together, or, oh, this, oh, that. Coming up with all types of excuses to do something that we know we shouldn't be doing. So, and I've been there, basically saying I have an understanding more so now than I did before because I hadn't gone through it myself to understand why she possibly could have taken it back. I still don't agree with it, but I understand. My message to Riri and Chris is, well, first of all, I'm gonna do it individually. Rihanna, you know I love you, girl. I'll be seeing you next month and can't wait. But I'm sure you thought about this yourself. Like, just be careful. Don't you know don't make a similar mistake. If you even see the possibility of any crazy shit happening, dip the fuck out. And Chris, I I don't know what more of a warning you could have. You've done everything almost under the sun and getting um slack for it, and it still hasn't gone through your head. So I don't know what more is to say to you, because you've had all types of counseling and media training, and it just goes, who knows. So for you, my friend, I'd just be like, watch your ass, because you have all types of eyes looking at you, waiting for you to make a mistake. But anyway, guys, that's been episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave your feedback, leave your comments. I love replying to you guys, and I'm so thankful for the new subscribers that have come along since then. I see you guys. Love you. Hope you're following me on Twitter so that I can interact with you more. But, sorry guys, keep burping. Until the next episode, I'll see you guys later. In fact, you'll see me soon, because I'm about to do a BGC review earlier, or in the next few days. So I'll see you guys soon. Bow down, bitch.